Welcome back to part 2. Let's jump right in. Obama was further connected to the Phoenix when he appeared in Phoenix, Arizona around November 1st and 2nd, where it was mentioned that he could possibly purchase the Phoenix Suns.
Now, aside from politics, the former president also spoke about the Phoenix Suns. If you remember hearing in the last week or so, there are rumors that the former president, was interested in potentially being part of an ownership group to go in and buy the Suns.
This coincided with the sacrifice of Takeoff on the night of October 31st and morning of November 1st. The same time, Obama appeared in Phoenix.
Breaking news, one of the members of the incredibly popular rap group Migos was shot and killed in Houston. Representatives for the group have confirmed the rapper known as Takeoff has died following this morning's shooting in Houston.
Remember Takeoff, who was from Atlanta, received the Phoenix Award posthumously. The name Takeoff being a reference to the Phoenix rising from its own ashes. Obama further connected himself to the Phoenix when he visited Atlanta to stump for Raphael Warnock, since Atlanta's logo is the Phoenix bird. Atlanta's NFL team is also the Falcons, and as I told you earlier, the falcon is a symbol for the sun god Horus. The falcon then is also a reference to Obama, whose logo is the rising sun, which conflates him with Horus, the sun god. Moreover, we are all aware that Obama identified himself as the Lion King or Lying King, which is another name for Satan, the father of lies.
I am releasing my official birth video. Now, I warn you, no one has seen this footage in 50 years. Not even me. But let's take a look.
Not only that, but Obama also connected himself with Detroit and the Lions when he showed up in Detroit on stage with Eminem and proceeded to rap the lyrics from Eminem's song.
Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on forgetting.
In addition, the name Eminem is an anagram for enemy, which is a reference to Satan, as found in 1 Peter 5:8, which declares, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." Notice, Eminem is throwing up the symbol of rebellion, which is the fist clenched and aimed at the heavens, in rebellion and defiance against God. On August 6th, an Army sergeant opened fire at Fort Stewart in Georgia, shooting 5 soldiers.
Soldiers at Fort Stewart Army Base in Georgia were sent running for cover today after an active shooter opened fire. The base, about an hour away from Savannah, Georgia. Army officials say 28-year-old Sergeant Cornelius Radford used his non-military personal handgun at his logistics job, wounding 5 fellow soldiers.
The suspect was identified as Army Sergeant Cornelius Samentrio Radford. He allegedly used a personal handgun to open fire on his co-workers. The shooting took place in the area of the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, which connects this shooting with the number 23. The number 23 is a reference to the Chicago Bull, Michael Jordan, whose name means "who is like God, the fallen one," and who won 6 rings, as a reference to the Viking, 6th king, or 6th god, Saturn, or Satan. The reference to the Chicago Bull, and the number 23 further serves to identify the horned bull god, Satan. With the Chicago Bull, Barack Obama. Remember I told you earlier that the numbers 23 and 33 are closely related to death and resurrection. Therefore, this also points us to the deadly head wound the Antichrist will suffer and rise from.
My face, it said, I don't know what side. I think it's this side. It said God will rise.
Notice the motto for the 2nd Armored Brigade is Send Me, with the number 2. Strong's Concordance lists G2 as Aaron, which means light bringer, and in this context serves as a reference to Lucifer, the light bearer. The date of this shooting, August 6th or 8/6, can be expressed as 8 times 6, which is 48, and 48 reversed is 84, once again pointing us to Obama's birthday. The name Cornelius means horn as a reference to the horned bull god. The name Sementrio comes from a combination of semen, which means together, and trio, which means 3. This points to the triple horns of Odin, the one-eyed Norse god, which consists of 3 stylized number 6s interconnected. It's no coincidence then that there were 3 mass shooting incidents. The first in New York City, where the shooter ended up dead on the 33rd floor, and 3 plus 3 is 6. The second in Fort Stewart, which occurred on the 6th of August, which gives us the second 6. And the third, the shooting at the CDC, where a 33-year-old police officer was killed. Again, 3 plus 3 is 6, which gives us 3 6s, and represents the 666, or triple horns of the one-eyed Norse god, Odin. The significance of the one-eyed symbolism can be found in the fact that the Antichrist, or idol shepherd, will lose one eye after he suffers the deadly head wound and is resurrected, according to Zechariah 11:17. The name Radford comes from the word red, as in the color, and ford, which means a shallow crossing. This crossing is a reference to a door, portal, or gateway which will allow the spirit of the son of perdition to cross from the spiritual world to the physical plane of existence. The red ford is the same as the red Ford Escape that I showed you previously.
She says the two had gotten in an argument in Brooks's red Ford Escape.
As a reference to the devil who's connected with the color red, escaping the bottomless pit of hell.
About time you guys got here. That pretty lady in there is causing all kinds of hell.
Military police escorted Sergeant Cornelius Radford to the Liberty County Jail for holding. This connection to liberty points us to the Statue of Liberty and the goddess Columbia, who represents Lucifer, the light bearer. The Statue of Liberty holds a book with the date July 4th, 1776, written on it, which is another connection to Independence Day, liberty, or freedom.
Are you in need of freedom? Are you in need of freedom? Are you in need of freedom? Well, buy it today. Have you been held a prisoner of your own device?